So we were on the topic of concave mirror and the ray diagrams associated with concave mirror. So in last lecture I told you the four cases of ray diagram formation in case of concave mirror. Let me give you a brief recap. Consider this is your concave mirror. When your object is at infinity, the image will form at focus, and when your object is beyond C, your image forms between C and F. When your object is at C, image forms at C. When your object is between F and C, the image forms beyond C. For these four cases, you can also refer to the link of YouTube video which I already shared with you. If you have not received that link, you can ask your coordinator ma'am and they will share the link of video with you, and you can go through the lecture which I was telling. Continuing from here, the fifth case is for concave mirror. When your object is placed at focus, when your object is placed at focus, then where the image will form. This is your concave mirror. This is your principal axis, and the object is placed at focus. Let us take object with red color. This is your object AB, and if I will apply the rules here, then out of 4 rules I cannot apply the rule that ray of light passing through focus will become parallel after reflection, because object is at focus. As I discussed with you, we cannot apply the rule that light rays passing through center of curvature and retrace back same path if it is at center. For all other positions we can apply. So similarly for focus, we cannot apply the rule that ray of light is passing through focus will become parallel after reflection. So out of remaining 3 rules, we can apply any 2 rules. So any ray of light moving parallel to principal axis will pass through principal focus after reflection, and this is going to be a straight line. Okay. And second, any ray of light which is coming in the direction of center of curvature, any ray of light which is coming in the direction of center of curvature will retrace back same path. So what you are observing in this diagram, that these 2 rays, they will become parallel, and they will not meet. If they will not meet, because parallel lines will not meet, so we can consider that they will meet at infinity, because they will never reach at infinity. So think about this. This is a very interesting case. When your object is at focus, your rays are going at infinity, so we can say that they will meet at infinity. So image formation will take place at infinity. Let me write you the details for this case on right hand side of my board. So position of object in this case is at principal focus, and position of image is at infinity. Size of image highly enlarged, and nature real and inverted, and magnification is going to be minus and infinite, because the size of image is going to be infinite times larger, and infinity divided by something, you will get infinity. So magnification is minus sign is indicating inverted image, and infinity is indicating the infinite magnification which we will observe at the infinite distance. So that is your case 5 of your concave mirror. You can pause it here and can understand this diagram, or can go through the discussion again and again if, and we'll move on to the next case. Last but not least, the sixth case for the ray diagram of concave mirror is different from all previous 5 cases which we have discussed. So here we are having concave mirror and the object is placed between focus and pole. So this point is principal focus, this is pole, center of curvature, this is your principal axis, and this is the back side of the mirror, and the object is kept at the focus point. Object is kept between focus and pole. When object is kept between focus and pole, let me draw the rays of light with the red color. So any ray of light which is going parallel to mirror is bound to pass through the focus, and any ray of light which is going in the direction of center of curvature will retrace back the same path, and you will get divergent rays after reflection. And if you will extend these rays in the backward direction, you will observe they will meet at a point where image formation will take place. Because these rays are diverging, so they are definitely going to meet at a point. This is your principal focus. If this is your object AB, this is your image A dash B dash. Can you tell me what is the difference between all the previous cases and the sixth cases? What is the major difference? There is only one major difference, that in all previous 5 cases real and inverted image was forming, but only in this case, when your object is placed between focus and pole, virtual and erect image is forming. Why virtual? Because rays of light after reflection are not meeting actually. They are divergent rays. They will never meet. But they appears to meet. They are not actually meeting. Hence the image is virtual. And as you can see that object is on the positive y side of principal axis. The image is also on the positive y side above the principal axis. They are not on the opposite sides of principal axis as were the cases in previous 5 examples. So this image is erect, this image is magnified, this image is virtual, and this image formation is taking place behind the mirror. In all previous cases, your image formation was taking place on the same side of mirror from where the light was coming, but only in this case your image formation is taking place behind the mirror, on the right hand side of mirror. So let me write you the details for you. The position of object is between focus and pole, and position of image is behind the mirror. Nature of image is virtual and erect. Size of image is enlarged, and magnification of this case, that is represented by M, is positive. Obviously the only case positive because it is erect, and the value is greater than 1 because image is greater than size of object. So the ratio of image to object, as the definition of magnification is size of image to size of object ratio. So greater than 1, ratio is going to be greater than 1. So this is your case 6 for the concave mirror. If any doubt is there, you can discuss with me on the live class session. So we are done for the 6 cases of concave mirror. You can take a screenshot at this point, or you can pause the video here and can go through the details. So dear students, in tomorrow's lecture we are going to discuss all these 6 cases again for your revision and your better understanding. I will make a table for you and I will write the position of object and position of image and these characteristics of image in the form of a tabular form, and if time will allow that we are able to discuss that within time, then we will continue the same ray diagram discussion for the convex mirror. The good point is, as we are having 6 cases in concave mirror, we are having only 2 cases in convex mirror. So you can get relaxed a little that instead of 6 ray diagrams, you will do only 2 more ray diagrams for convex mirror, and we are done with the ray diagrams of spherical mirrors, both concave and convex. In total there are 8 cases, 6 for concave mirror which we have discussed and 2 for convex mirror which we will discuss in next lecture, along with brief revision of all the 6 cases of these of concave mirror. Okay, thank you, take care, thanks for watching, see you tomorrow, bye.